Hey everybody, it's Bill Cecil again with your tip of the day. Hey, today's tip is to create a behavior contract for those few students that are struggling with your team rules. For example, in my classroom, about 3 or 4 weeks into the school year, I start to get a pretty good idea of maybe those few students that are struggling with the class rules. And I want to do something. Obviously, what I've been doing for the whole class isn't working for those few individuals, and I got to do something to bring them on board. So what I do is I try to create a contract that I can work with these few students. And I'm talking maybe, anywhere from 1 to 4 students that are really struggling. I don't do this for a large group. 1 to 4 of my students that are struggling, I pull them out privately and I'll talk to them about the fact that, hey, I know you're struggling. I think you know that you're struggling following the team rules. You've lost a lot of recesses. There's been a lot of negative consequences. I want to change all that. So let's work together. Let's create a contract that we can work together to maybe motivate you to follow the team rules. In fact, here's what I'm willing to do for you. And I tell my kids this. I'm willing to work with you to maybe let you earn a trip to go to McDonald's in about 4 weeks. If you can follow my rules and earn a certain number of points within 4 weeks, I'll even let you invite a friend of your choice. And what I'll do is I'll go get the lunch, I'll bring it back, and we'll have McDonald's lunch in the classroom. This seems to get the kids' attention right away. So then what I do is I lay out a contract for them. For example, in my room, I'll say I'll give you 2 points per day, and if you can earn, for example, that's 40 points in 4 weeks, and I shave it down to maybe 32 points. So possible 40 points, I'll say you have to get at least 32 points in the next 4 weeks. And then what I do at the end of each day is I give them a card that I put in one of their agenda books, and they bring it up to me, and I'll actually sign it with pen, 1 point, 2 points, or 0 points for that day. And if they've had their name on the pad, for example, for talking, not following directions, not doing something they should do, I'll say, oh, you had 1 infraction during the day, that's only 1 point. Or hey, you didn't have anything on the pad today, that's 2 points. In fact, I've even had some kids that have struggled so much that when they start to turn it around, I'll even say to them, hey, well, you know what, you've been doing such a good job, I'm going to give you a bonus point today. You are? Yeah, I am. And it means so much to them. It keeps them on track. I can't believe how a small investment of a Happy Meal or something off the dollar menu for my kids will motivate them so much to want to follow the rules. And the reason why I do it for about 4 weeks is because it becomes a habit after 4 weeks to start following the rules. They start to see the payoff more than a McDonald's meal. They start to feel part of the team. They start to win the things that they've been trying to get, like their recesses and other things. They start to feel good, and it becomes a habit. Give this a shot. It will make a difference. If they're not into McDonald's lunch, I know my partner does Subway subs. She's not into fast food. She doesn't want to give the kids fast food, so she does Subway subs. I've even asked the kids sometimes, what would you like? What would you be willing to work for in the next 4 weeks? In fact, I have one student in my room that on a weekly basis, if he can keep his name off the pad during the week, I let him get up in front of the class and do a magic trick. I've done this, and it motivates him because that's his thing. He wants to really be a magician, and he loves to work on tricks. I always see him with magic books. So I tapped into something I knew he liked and said, hey, how would you like to get up on Friday afternoons and perform for the class for about 10 minutes? 1 trick per week, but you got to keep your name off the pad. This motivated this kid so much. Find something that your kids that are struggling really like to do and let them earn it and give them a chance to earn that with a contract. Hey, this will make a big difference, and believe me, it's going to make your year a lot less frustrating and more rewarding for that student or those few students. Give this a shot. It will make a difference. Hey, and remember, best year ever. You have the power to make it happen.